This is an age when you're free again. You're not tied down by anything, and you have an opportunity to do something with your life again. It's really a wonderful age. You have a right to say, we won't have this. This isn't all right. I'm wearing the button, if you're not outraged, you're not paying attention. There are two books about the grannies. There's this one, which was written by one of the founding grannies and another granny. And this one was a doctoral dissertation that was written so approachably that it was turned into a book. And it's stuffed with pictures and songs and so forth. This is the book that really can give you the facts.
My interest in the grannies was sparked because I had friends when I was living in Victoria who became the first Raging Grannies. I was forever amazed at the imagination they had for songs and for action. So I felt that I should record the history of the beginning group, because then it could be part of the record of women's collective resistance. As I started to talk to Raging Grannies across the country, I realized that they were not only followers, they had really understood the spunky spirit, the spirit of strength and resistance and kindness and creativity that inspired the first grannies. One of the motivation for me also was that when I looked in the literature, the portrayal of older women as often medical cases, social burdens, little old lady to be dismissed, none of these stereotypes fit with my experience of older women. I think the Raging Grannies were able to use their age in a way that was very new, and they were able to put themselves out there as people with lots of wisdom, lots of experience, and the intelligence to analyze current events. This is a generation of women that has covered many important events of the 20th century. So I think their thoughts about various current issues is really important. That's how the book came to be.
We've always tackled social issues: social security, welfare, gay rights, minimum wage, equal pay for women. The Peterborough Grannies do this to a stripper tune. Oh, women of the world, let us throw off our chains. Let us have a taste of economic gains. Oh, housework done for pay. Third world debt canceled today. Celebrate the women who are in your life. Mother, sister, granny, auntie, daughter, wife. Oh, I always knew what we women could do. What grannies are doing these days is they're getting arrested for going into recruiting stations. The tactic is you go to a recruiting station, you sing the songs, we'll follow our conscience, whatever it tells us to, even if we must say, take me instead today. Oh, we're loving our grandkids, far, far too much to stay, safe on our rocking chairs out of the way. You sit down and you refuse to leave. You tell them that you want to enlist instead of a young person, and you want to go to Afghanistan, and you want them to send you. Now, you know that they aren't going to send you, especially if you're 90 and blind and you have a walker. The idea of dressing quaintly is also to make it look much worse if they're trying to drag you off. You know, you're a little sweet lady. They've done a lot of effective things, grannies have, in Canada. The movement was always a Canadian movement, and now it has become a U.S. movement, and it's changing a lot. We just had our Unconvention, which was held by Detroit, but because so many Canadian grannies had been arrested, they couldn't cross the border, so we had it in Windsor.
I had a grand time at the convention. The Unconvention was outrageous and fabulous. I needed to do something. I was angry. I was upset. I was frightened after 9/11, and I found some women who had formed a Raging Granny gaggle through my Unitarian church. And I didn't even know they dressed up in costume, which is one of my favorite things. But so that was just a bonus. I went to a rehearsal, and the rest is history.
Granny spirits were lifted, and in being together, we encourage each other to continue this struggle.
You can actually make contact with people and get them to listen to you and get them to think about speaking out themselves.
For me, It was soul food. I just get such joy out of being with so many women who are committed, passionate, funny, creative. I first saw the Grannies when I was at a demonstration when Bush was coming during the last convention, and everybody, all the rest of us are just standing there with their signs, But there was this bunch of old ladies singing songs and having a wonderful time, and so so they were doing the things that I was committed to do, but having a really good time doing it too. So I was very attracted to them, and I was invited to join them, and I did.
I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it.
Well, I love the Raging Grannies because they're peace activists, and that's what I am. That's what I have been most of my life.
They do things about things I believe in, social justice, for instance, and I'm certainly anti-war. I've always been a pacifist, and it's nice to know that somebody's taking a stand, because so many people in general public feel things are beyond us, that we can't make a difference. And I think everyone must do that little thing that they can do, because every little bit counts.
Oh, I think it was wonderful. The workshop on conflict resolution was very important for me because I think there's always room for growth in that area.
We're better informed, have better ideas, and are more energized to go out and do what we were already doing. I think we do a marvelous job, and it's very important to do what's the equivalent of PR for the peace movement and the social justice movement by putting a friendly, humorous, non-threatening face on the issues that we are militant about.
Oh, we're a gaggle of grannies, urging you off of your fannies. We're raising our voice. We want a new choice. No more war with all the money they're spent.